of the world.
What I want to do, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you for about 45-second answers, and I'm going to have to be quite brief on this. This is the final LBC listener email from Polina Poloniva. Why are countries such as Ukraine so keen to develop closer ties with the EU, while in the UK there is a debate about doing the opposite? We have to be fairly brutal on time. I'll come to you first, Mr. Clegg.
I think Paulina makes a very important point. It was very moving to see those people demonstrating for their freedom, demonstrating for their rights, some of them dying for it, in Kiev. And what we've seen in the European Union, despite its flaws, yes, it needs to be reformed, is you've seen a number of countries that were under the communist yoke in Central and Eastern Europe becoming democracies because they've become part of the family of nations within the European Union. We've seen a number of dictatorships in the south of Europe that have become part of the European Union and have become democracies, having been fascist dictatorships. And that, I think, is one of the things we can be proud of, because it was the British governments that pioneered the enlargement of the European Union, so we'd have more peace, more democracy and more rule of law in our European neck of the woods.
Mr. Clegg, thank you for being so brief. You must respond as well, Nigel Farage.
We should hang our heads in shame. The British government has actually G'd up the European Union to pursue, effectively, an imperialist, expansionist, and even Mr. Barroso, the Commission President, once himself said, that we are building an empire. We've given a full series of hopes to a group of people in the western Ukraine. So G'd up were they, that they actually toppled their own elected leader. That provoked Mr. Putin, and I think the European Union, frankly, does have blood on its hands in the Ukraine, and I don't want a European army, navy, air force or a European foreign policy. It has not been a thing for good in the Ukraine.